June the 22nd, 2024, there's our grey day forecast. I got a little spit all go all in my face, unfortunately. Certainly am having a break in sim. Red, grey, black, grey, everything lost said. Peanut up, motorbike type. White, red, sexual car, black. Bamfords, black and blue cars. Black sick, white push cars. My teenagers pushed them in my direction. About 10 more bike incidents, two erections. Car one light out, CJL van, penis up, bike type, dark green sexual after that, M's your man van, van with one light out, spit cough right in my fucking face. White, black, sick, black and blue, red, Wayne van, blue, sick, sick, white, grey, white, penis up, black holes, bike type, sick, black. White, sick, itchy bum, also bike timed again, black, grey, white. Right, Bird is repeatedly saying to fuck you or whatever. I'm persistently sneezing, got a runny nose, because I've got hay fever, because the government are making it fucking sunny every single fucking day all year round. Easy flow van. Sex wax sticker. Abri. Zimmer frame angled at me, grey timed at me, black grey sexual, itchy bumhole and penis up bike pushed at me, bike on the path at me, two bikes on the path at me to itchy bumhole and cycled at me, bike on the road my way, but all at the same time. Bird tweets shag gag repeatedly. Red car, Bird tweets pedo just. Drains hit over, crow fuck your, and then shot down. And I've had to go into the pharmacy to get cream because the water's so hard in my place. If you wash or take a bath more than once a week, you get sore areas and itchy. Yeah, so yeah, I got hay fever very bad. The battery went flat. So yeah, I've got an itchy whatever and sore areas, and it's persistent. It's not going to go because the water's hard at my place, and every time you take a wash it sort of burns your skin. There's nothing I can do about it. You can't complain about it. They've dubbed the water supply, putting all these fucking chemicals in there to cause it, and there's nothing you can do about it. They won't do nothing. As far as hay fever goes, I've got a sore spot on my nose that I can't get rid of, which is not showing properly, so I can't work out where it is, and I'm struggling to blow my nose because of the pain, but I've got to put up with the pain because there's nothing I can do about it because the hay fever is extremely bad because they're making it fucking sunny every fucking day. I'm actually using the bus service that I would have initially used if it was cloudy, believe it or not, but I can't do what I want to do today because I've had to rearrange my schedule because they lied on the forecast being cloudy today, and it's turned out bright and blue sky sunshine, blue sky sexual weather, blue sky day. Nothing I can do about it. It's like it every day. They curse me. Right, a bird's persistently telling me to fuck my whatever. There's nothing you can do about it. God's fucking corrupt. God's fucking fallen. Okay, this is why I started. It's gone into normal sounds. It usually does every time I try and get the evidence. God's just a malicious little bastard, a cruelty cunt. There's nothing you can do about it. The fucking cunt's fallen. That's a guarantee. The creator God's fallen. It's not just something you can say. God's fallen. It's fucking guaranteed. The Father, the creator God, as they name it, Jehovah, whatever you want to call it, just won't fucking shut the fuck up. Basically got bird tweets. Now there's people coming, can't say what I want to say. Right, obviously God wants to be a cruel little bastard and see if he can fucking take it. See if he can tear me to pieces, but he doesn't realise if God, the creator God, wants to tear me to fucking pieces, he's got to take into account that if I fucking retaliate and he puts me in the fire of hell after death, it just shows what a cruelty, sick, malice bastard he is. Right, so a bird tweets fuck your, I won't say the name, repeatedly. Beat you up, spastic. Just molested children by bird tweets. This is not human threats, by the way. Bird says dead, sick. Dog barks, dead, you child abuser. You fucked her. Itchy bumhole, so a loud bike at the same time. Then there's people coming, so I can't mention what I wanted to say on the camera, what I'm doing now basically. Break-in by bird. Dog barks, you raped her, mental case. Whistles, dog barks. Paedophile just. Crow says fuck your and fuck. Ha ha ha. Penis up and motorbike revs. Molested children, Justin. Burglary Sado said. Then there's a robbery looking vehicle that reverses back in my direction. It doesn't matter written on the side of the car after that. Because after that, you got the van that says is your man van again. Which I've already seen once today, and I can't say what the name is. They're doing this every day. You know, my father's doesn't want me mentioning this specific van name because of what it says. So I can't give you the full content of that van. But I was in trouble with my father over this van. Now they're timing it every day, and now today it seems to be twice at the moment. Sexualised, writ all over a car, timed in, I wouldn't say sexual writing as such, more like sharp writing. Right, they're packing the traffic on the back road, so just making it very difficult to get through all the setups. I can't even go into the shop because it's packed. As you can hear, that's the outside of the shop. And where the bus stop is, where I decided to change my route, there's started vehicles. Car twisted in my direction over drain cover. And gassed out, choked by catalytic converter. Right, because the traffic's so heavy, I've actually had to accept that I'm being choked downwards with a catalytic converter, but granny gas fan after. The road itself is also twice as busy as it usually is. Right, so you're looking at 80 to 100 cars in a matter of just a couple of minutes. I've only been here a couple of minutes, and where cars are stopping to let other cars through, where they're making it so busy, I'm literally being choked out by a catalytic converter. Take into account, this is the amount of cars that have occurred here haven't even occurred in 20 minutes while waiting for the bus before on a late bus. And it might be a different time of day, it might be weekend, but even on weekends it's not this busy. As you can hear, I don't know what's causing it. It's the government. They want to cause as much havoc and as much congestion, as much fucking problems in my fucking direction as they can fucking possibly set up to cause as much trouble they can fucking possibly cause. Right, so blue sexual car with a light on in my direction. Penis shoots up some bike timed. And obviously we're going down this road, so the government needs to set up this traffic flow. And later on I should probably end up in the same place as where I got on the bus. But with more setups to come, because I'm doing a walk and trying to get some cloud to get a picture I want to take a picture of, and I'm not very successful, so this is why I had to go there first before I came back to where I am now, before I end up going back to where I was earlier on again later. There is nothing for you written on someone's car, and then you've got that loud bike. Right, so it looks like they're packing this, so there's black and blue. That's black mixed with blue actually. And then this road there's usually no more than about 5 cars in the whole distance on this road. Governmental van. Sexual motorbike. It might not go against everybody, but obviously I've not had anyone in my whole life, so with a t-shirt that's just gone in my direction says sex is all we can offer in these weather conditions, but it's done in a way where it's to be comical, and it's got like sort of smiley faces with sunshines and then whatever on that t-shirt. It's actually one of those beach t-shirts, but obviously they got permission to put sexual things on t-shirts for people to wear on beaches these days, so but nothing you can do about it. Well, I can't see you coming, can I? Right, this bike that's just rammed right into me, he's right on the fucking corner, and he's fucking hitting the roof because he was trying to smash into me, angled into me to fucking smash into me. Stab you with HIV, you sad cunt, shouted after, sick cunt, sorry. for this fucking sneaky incident has gone into graffiti with my pen, unfortunately. Because I just made a fucking statement so that when he cycles back in this direction, I make it fucking clear I'm not fucking happy with the bastard. There's no fucking need for what has just happened, I can tell you that. And I'm absolutely fucking fuming. I'm gonna have to result into a broken fucking photograph that I took last week because I can't retake the picture because they've put the fucking church sign back on that post and I can't get that one down because they've put it on there too tight. And they're putting fucking traffic in my direction and I don't have time to waste because the sun's gonna come out in about 10 minutes or so. Now my Willie's so high up with a bike, Christ, you fucking buckled, twisted, hell-bent cunt. Right, I must be a dangerous paedophile for having sex with someone who raped me as a child and no other sex in my whole life. Yeah, I must be, Christ, because the bird's tweeting out I'm a fucking dangerous paedophile repeatedly. You fucking evil bastard, Christ. Lethal injection said as well, possibly, with the voice sound. You've got to draw the line sometimes. You don't just rip people to fucking pieces, try ramming bikes into people to nearly fucking smash them up and then have full-blown arguments when walking back in this direction to be forced not to take a picture of the old signpost because they put a sign up, meaning I've got to use tool drill to get the other picture, and it gets even better because the £200 that I've drawn out at the bank seems to have gone out of my pocket. So that's been either sitting on the bus, diverting to go to this place, or some other fucking issue. I can tell you now, I'm absolutely fucking fuming. I'm literally fuming. There's no fucking need for it. Right, so I'm on this exact fucking corner of where that argument fucking occurred. Right, it's Mr. fucking Zippy here. I got my fucking mouth fucking full of shit, yeah? I'll fucking shut my fucking mouth, Christ, for you to put people in my direction so that I can't phone staff up at supported housing to let them know about all the fucking trouble, Christ. No, I'll keep my fucking mouth shut, you nasty fucking vicious bastard. Incidentally, if I get in trouble for the small bit of graffiti I did when I lost my fucking temper and lost my fucking rag because I'm being shouted about by a fucking bike, Christ, bike on bike, Christ. You know all it's going to have to come out the fundings of bikes, Christ. You fucking twisted, buckled, hell-bent cunt. And not my fucking money, you little bastard. Not for this, Christ. Because all that fucking person himself who fucking started on me. Because I can tell you what, if I had a knife on me, I would have fucking smashed it right in him and taught him a fucking lesson, I tell you. There's no way you treat fucking people, especially when you're being put back in that fucking direction because you can't take a picture of something because of the curses around me. Right, overhanging trailer is trying to rip my fucking legs off. The government are going to have to pay for it. The government will have to pay for this. They're stepping out this action. They're doing it. They're the ones that are causing all these fucking problems and curses and whatever. Oh, that's black mixed with blue, Christ. Right, so I'm being gassed out with the road becoming very busy, but there's nothing I can do about it because that cruel bastard, Creator God, wants to curse me for everything. Look at that exhaust, Christ, you cruelty cunt. My Willie's very high over bike, Christ. Oh, bike. Get in the fight, Christ. Fucking caused me to lose my fucking rack. It's gotta stop, Christ. You twisted cunt. My Willie has gone up, so they time to look like someone who sexually abused me as a child. Time to interaction. Police car. You better start worrying. Hurries. Cool, your Willie's fucking going up. Oh, cool. They're making a suggestion of my, I won't say the person's name. They want to fucking start that now. Right, so there's a Willie on a bike that's blown up. So it's like a pink toy Willie. Not a balloon as such, but like a thicker material. In my direction on a bike. The cycle my way, someone doing it for a bit of fun. Joystick car, blow job. He's worth it all, van. Red, white, sick, white, and they need to align, and a red car, and they need to align Selco with sexual speaking on there. Oh, sex on the phone, Christ, sex. SEX, Christ, sex. Sex is a problem. We need to smash me into a bike with this criminal pre-organised force to fucking almost start a fight because of sex, Christ, sex. SEX, sex, you fucking buckled bastard. We're in a busy area, but it's a very busy walk back because I can't do what I want to do because God sliced my wrist, buckled my movement, so black, sick, white, very sick. I'm fucking sick, Christ. Because I had sex with someone who raped me as a child, you fucking evil bastard. Yeah, you're absolutely fucking hellbent, Christ. You nasty, vicious fucking cruelty. Fucking sex slaughter, fucking tear apart. Ice axing fucking bastard. Steak on the fucking fire grate, you cunt. Laughing armchair van and police car again. Police car. dinner to your door. I can tell you what, if the police come about moaning about what's on YouTube, I'll go fucking ballistic. This sexuality, that's all this fucking problem, including fucking today. The government won't stop it. They're the fucking cause of mapping out all this movement to cause this fucking trouble, like the bike incident earlier on. So, we got a load of black and fucking blue cars fucking saw it by. Nothing I can do about it. Creator's just an evil, vicious fucking cruelty bastard. A sex hammering, fucking slaughtering, fucking tear apart. Simple as that. Right, drain covers fucking hammer to fuck. SEX and plenty top. Black sexual car. Right. Willie shoots up, so it means a police motorbike with a lookalike police officer to someone who sexually abused me as a child on the bike, timed out of a road, and then black and blue sick cars or whatever else. Government know they can get away with it, so 200 black and blue cars, making sure that almost every single car on the road is sick, fucking black and blue, knife shaped, gun shaped, ripping you to fucking pieces. And I've even timed a gun van, which is not a frequent one, but gun, G-U-N, yeah, gun. My Willie's gone high up, very high up, for 2 bikes, motorbikes. And there's a bike as well, Christ. 4 bikes. Yeah, I'm on my bike today, Christ. You fucking twisted, hellbent cunt. 4 bike, Christ, bike. Yes, bike, on bike. But I haven't forgotten the other stuff that's occurred today, Christ, before this fucking started getting nasty. Choking me, Christ. The gas, little bastard. You fucking are fucking evil, aren't you, Christ? Just fucking far-fetched, pal! Yes, motorbike, Christ. 4 bike. Oh, ha, ha, right. Choked, but I'm on bike, Christ. Fuck bike. Bash fucking phones in my ear, Christ. You fucking absolute bitter, cold fucker. Right, so there's many black and blue fucking sick black and blue, fucking sick black and blue, white, knife shaped, knife angled at me, knife, Christ, as we wiggle a knife into my fucking face, Christ, black and fucking blue sick, you fucking crooked fucking hell-bent bastard. There we are, it's a bike day, Christ, bike. Bike's the problem of the fucking day, Christ. Bike is the cause of all problems today, Christ, bike. I'm on my bike, Christ, called bike. Yep, bike is the cause of every fucking problem today. Including that fucking graffiti I had to do in retaliation because of the fight that nearly took place. Because of a bike, Christ. Because you're organising bikes down in street, causing fucking trouble, you fucking nasty bastards. That's a fucking learner car, Christ, black and fucking blue sick. Get a taste of your medicine t-shirt. Very clever down in street. What's that? To knock me off. Get a taste of intense amounts of fucking medication. So that we can just fucking do away with you, fucking bump you off. You fucking evil, diseased bastard, cruelty cunt, Christ. Well, they like their police cars today. Next one. That's a very sexual t-shirt. Red sexual time. I can't go into the antiques place to have a look. It's too packed. The gas is extreme from catalyst, but a catalyst is granny gas, like I was told earlier. You're absolutely fucking coarse, Christ. Absolutely fucking smashed in, fucking evil, fucking bastard, Christ. You want me destroyed and fucking ripped to fucking cruelty cunt. Cell call at me. Oh, the sex is coming, Christ, sex, but bicycle, Christ. You're on your bike, mate. Painful sore ass, because the bike from behind. Yeah. Fucking hell. Doesn't want to take a picture of a knife fucking shaped vehicle. So there's black and blue before that. Knife shaped and obviously timed to a sore ass. I didn't expect the bike from behind. They want me to be on my bike. Yeah, bike day, Christ. It's a bike day today. Bike day for 22nd of 6/24. Right, my Willie's very high over a bike today, Christ, but black and fucking blue, Christ, car, sex car. I can't cross the road because there's cell calls coming at me and timing rough people in my direction. I can't do fuck all, Christ. You fucking buckled me up, you cunt. You fucking twisted, you've hell-bent me, you fucking put me in fucking cabbage steak where I can't do nothing. And you've set up the traffic 5 times fucking heavier than it usually is. You little sly bastard. You nasty fucking cruelty fucking sex slaughtering fucking terror. Can't even fucking cross the road. The bastard's violated me. Look all the fucking traffic. Yeah, it's all black and blue, Christ. It's knife shaped, it's gun shaped. Yeah, just proving how fucking evil you are, Christ, you fucking diseased bastard. You fucking hellbent cunt. So we have red sick, white sexual, sick. And then white sexual, my way, red sexual, my way. Spit talk, flies in my hair. Someone comes on the bus on the phone, £16 in bags, and then needs to ring right into my ear, Christ. You evil couldn't get the photographic evidence because of the way my life's been controlled. Buckle group or a van. Yes. Right, penis shoes up so I look alike to someone who sexually abused me as a child. An aqua blast van. And spit talk lines in my hair. Again. The camera battery goes flat for a gun looking thing on the top of the back of the car. Coughed up bird. Says shot dead. Well, Willie's gone up. Motorbike, alright, Christ? You fucking twisted cunt. Right, so initially gun looking car. Penis Willie up, bike. Next bike, with a light on. And spit talking over me lands in my face again. Right, get off the bus. Orange car. Put some tissue up my sore ass. And there's a bike with a flashing light in my direction. Drain hit over. Bird says being shot dead. The van name, again, is another van name. I can't really... there's so much in the way of suggesting my father or family or relatives today. It's making it very difficult to actually say what the wording on the vehicle is. But it basically says that bike means and then something else. I did say what it was once, but I don't want to cause trouble for family, so I want to keep that information off. Basically, it's a van name that occurred, because obviously they're making the suggestion with the bike, excessively heavy as they can possibly do it, and they're stirring trouble to the fucking core they can possibly do it. And then walking up here, there's been about 100 voice sounds coming from animals via about 30 loud bikes tied to an erection or sore itchy bumhole just in the 15 minutes that I've been up here. The voice sounds from the seagulls or birds, tweets or whatever is just a persistent flow of what it was last time I came up here. Anything from saying to tell me to fuck people that raped me as a child, to knifing me dead, to having a break-in, to going to hell, to fucking saying this and accusations of rape and whatever. All the usual shit. Right, so I've just gone for a piss, or in the middle of trying to go for a piss, and the time in loud bikes. Because my life's been so bad and I just want verification of a clairvoyant reading. Well, basically, I was refunded, which was yesterday morning, and I paid for it the night before. Well, I decided to go for another reading. I just might as well mention this. Again, the lady that gave me, that I went to pay 35 quid for a psychic reading on this one, she refunded me and saying that she's not doing readings at the moment. They're not letting it go today, I tell you. They're really fucking digging with the bikes. They've tied a 3-wheel bike with a mechanism of something behind it like a trailer, but it's got like a wanking pulse to it in the way it's... So every time the wheel moves around once, it's like a wanking sort of suggestion, but wanking in the wiggly way. Wee, 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 wee. Right, so the evil bastards want to time community life. Okay, community life. I'll go in the community, Christ. I'll socialise, you bitter cold bat. And have my fucking head smashed in and knifed, you cunt. This is why I can't work. This is why I can't do all this, because I can't go anywhere without fucking trouble, Christ, you cruelty bastard. You sex slaughtering fucking tear apart. It doesn't need to be this fucking busy, this road. They're doing it on purpose. They're rigging up everyone's movement around me to try and fucking cause as much havoc, as much fucking trouble, and as much fucking terrorising me as they can fucking possibly fucking set up in an attempt to fucking destroy me. Take into account when they tried pushing me into work in 2015, 2016 area. They timed, they wanted me up to go to an appointment. And the appointment was at a place where I would have been aligned for a knife attack, which took place on someone else because I wasn't down there. But if I was to go there, before sorting out with the social worker, that knife would have gone slamming my fucking face and not the other person. I don't know if the other person died, but it was on the newspaper or somewhere I heard it. Right, I've just spoken to a couple of people on the phone about all my fucking problems. It seems to be one of those days where God's kicking off like fucking merry hell at me. Well, believe it or not, it's cloudy. It's cloudy everywhere except where I am, where it's blue skies and sexy sunshine. But there's no law in Christ, there's no sex. You're violating me, you evil bastard. Don't need to say anything else on that, do I? It's every fucking day, you cruel cunt. Right, I thought I'd take this road because I didn't expect to be fucking terrorised with black and blue. You're fucking sick, white, sick, fucking sick. Right, so I've been choked out by a catalytic converter. Yeah, gas cries, vinegar smell. Mixed with like the smell of rubbing two stainless steel knives against garden crafts. 100 times stronger. Because the smell is supposed to suggest sex. Sex with Granny. Granny gas fan. And then obviously if it's a Lisa Pike lookalike, it's supposed to suggest tomato ketchup. There's never any fucking nice action against this. It's all fucking nasty. Nothing I can do about it. The creator's absolutely fucking hell-bent and corrupt. I'm not being funny, but I did say in my fucking high 20s that if my life gets any worse and being 30 years of age and not being able to fancy ugly people and the fact that everyone is stale pieces of shit, used single mothers once they're aged 30, take into account that's fucking 13, 14 fucking years ago. And my life's just got fucking worse, and now I'm nailed as a sick cunt if I fancy anyone under the age of 37. So this is why I'm turning nasty, and I'm going against everything, because everything's been against me. It's too late to apologise, and it's too late for forgiveness. When it comes to sexuality, that's it, you fucking hanged me. You don't get away with it. You could get away with hanging me, yeah? But you're not getting away with the retaliation that I'm coming up with, because I'm not going to forgive. I'm not going to let it go. And it's also going to cut Christ's throat in jeopardy. Because I'm not forgiving Christ. It's Christ's fucking fault that I've been sexually abused and stopped from getting anyone. Because he's the creator of everything. And it's sexuality, and it's the reason why I've been born and why I'm here. So all this is all caused because of sexuality. But taking that away, even if I was born and it wasn't sexuality, 99.9% of all problems in my life, all these fucking problems, is because of sexuality. And it's getting nastier and nastier as I get older and older, and I'm getting known as sicker and sicker. If I even look at basic attraction, I can't even look at some negative attraction. I'm being told I'm a sick cunt by people I can't stand the look of. So you know what next level is, don't you, Christ? You fucking evil piece of fucking dirt. You fucking vicious cunt. Christians got it in for me as well, mind. I've mentioned that on many videos, not just people. Anyway, I've got to slam my fucking mouth in, alright? Because there's a whole load of fucking traffic and started cars up here with people going for walks. You cruelty bastard. Right, there's been a photo taken of me. I forgot to mention that this day, last week, I was mistaken as Sven, and I almost had my jaw broken with a knife or something sharp, making a knife cut under my chin when I was punched in the mouth, basically. I had my teeth crunched together, and although it looked like they slid, it came very close to my jaw being slid off joint or breaking when I got punched, all because of sexuality and being mistaken as Sven. And even on that day, this day last week, there were timing setups after that. And the other bit I wanted to mention is that I managed to go down that path where I saw that person. Right, if I can get my fucking say, because they've made everywhere packed, I will have a fucking say, Christ. And fucking shut my mouth and fucking throw medication down my throat and bump me off and call me Mr. fucking Zippy, you cruelty cunt. Right. Yeah, having a break-in said. Just before that, someone's saying he's getting a break-in on Scooter's Maria track. Maria, I like it loud. We've gone past that fucking track. Where I've had the fucking place where I had my stuff fucking stored. That's been broken into. I've lost thousands upon thousands of pounds thanks to all this fucking corrupt music industry against me and being twisted as Sven. I've lost all my music. Frequencies in the air. It's caused me to lose at my old place all my jungle music. £1,400 worth of dark ambient CDs, 32 I think it is. 32 dark ambient discs on cryo chamber recordings. Pre-chords. They got damaged from some unknown frequencies in the air. When I played them when I went up my dad's on 3 different devices, all buggered up, had to chuck them, yet recorded discs worked, and the spare copy I had of cryo chamber that I was going to give my brother, that worked, so it wasn't cryo chamber discs. So yeah, 1,400 quid chucked. When I was living at my place, when I moved from Burnham to Yeovil, 6 boxes that I left in the shed got stolen overnight when I camped out, so I didn't have to do anything the next day in the flat. It was just a case of locking it up. And then obviously I had to, what happened then? £1,000 money pack went missing from my place. then a £500 money pack and a £200 money pack. After hiding the £500 one better than the £1,000 one, which was money for me to move, or preparing to move. Then the 500 was for in case I move again. Battery went flat, but the £500 one got stolen. And I had the £200 one in the kitchen, and that got found as well. So if I have no money, I have to borrow money. It's the only way I can do it, because I can't keep it safe anywhere. Spare for like I lose my card or anything. But the £500 was for when I moved from that place, but I was expecting to move over a year ago, but nothing happened. Clairvoyant reading went through as well. Girlfriend said the girlfriend's gonna come into my life before I end up in trouble with the police and start retaliating to all this problems. Well, I haven't ended up in trouble with the... Well, I have, yeah, I have actually, for putting stuff on the internet, yeah. But there we are. No girlfriend. Life gets worse, sir. Always a negative fucking stuff, innit? Well, it's gone too far now, and this is why I've been retaliating. I've had over... What was it? I can't try and think how much it was. I bought a load of M discs. But I had some spare, but they've gone up in price because of the rarity of them, and they stopped making them. In today's value, when Matty was banging last year, I couldn't record any discs, and I messed up loads, and I needed to get it done because I couldn't do it. I've been waiting 5-6+ years to record these discs, and I can't do it, not because of banging, but because frequencies in the air that were messing it up, and a bit of banging at my old place. But it was the eye problem. I couldn't stay at my place because of the eye problem when up Burnham before I moved to Yeovil. And then obviously I wasn't sort of concentrating on doing any discs either in that time. Well, I needed to get this music done. When I did the copies, by the way, which ended up about 40 copies on 4.7GB discs, M discs, they all got chucked away, but it got even better because not only did I chuck them away because there was music errors, because the disc drive that I saved them on seemed to be faulty, and when I played it back after I did all the discs, I realised that there was errors with the disc drive, and it was causing most of the tracks to have a click or jump or whatever, and I had to chuck them all away. In total, I had to chuck away, in today's value, by the way, I will mention what it is in today's value, £4,000, but at the time I paid roughly 1,400, I think it is, that I had to waste. But I did get 50, but when I played those 50 I realised that I had to chuck them. But it gets even better because the Music Electronica series, I put them in a rubbish bag because if I thought to myself, I can't keep them anywhere safe there, while the camera's down, while the CCTV's down in the building. So I put them in a rubbish bag, make it look like it's a rubbish bag. And I basically had packs of what I put in lunch boxes, like loads of recorded M discs that I did going back to 2015, 2016. One day I got pissed because they're going on gin and tonic and the vodka because my life was so low, and I went to chuck a bag out and I chucked the wrong bag out, and I didn't realise. And then obviously I must have thought later on that I forgot to take the bin bag out, and took the wrong one out, and then realised I took two out. Well, 2 weeks later I realised that I chucked the wrong bag out, and it had all my recorded jungle music on it. The ones that I did have rescued and saved and safe to some extent. Obviously they were in the area of frequencies when I was at my old place, but I don't know whether they would have been affected or not. But either way, if whatever's happened, they got chucked out accidentally. So basically that's my life down the drain. No music. I've recently had a robbery at the place where my stuff is stored. That's everything, mind. I rented a garage, and in April, I think it's March actually, not April, because I lost my temper in March, not April. It was March. I found out I had a break in there. But it's hardly surprising when it's being mistaken as Savannah and the time and the bearded people at the place where it is. So I had everything there, all my CDs, all my sentimental documentation on USB sticks and hard drives, family documents, recorded discs, the ones that were separate to, because before I moved, I don't know what's going on there, but the camera decided to switch off. But yeah, so basically I had some stuff at my dad's, some stuff at my nan's, and I decided to put it in like a storage place, which is separate to the one that I've got now. Now it's a garage, but back then it was just it was a more secure one, but it was a higher price, and I don't have the money I used to have to rent those sorts of places, so it's gone to a garage, which is bigger and cheaper, but I didn't expect there to be a break-in. Yeah, I lost everything, the whole fucking lot, all my music, the lot. I managed to scrape up some old discs, recorded discs, checking some discs that may be still playable, or USB sticks, mostly the ones I had in my bag, the ones I always carry with me, taking tracks off of there. I managed to scrape up 35 tracks roughly, jungle tracks, and a couple of Dark Ambience and Ultravox Viennas, just to make it 40, because I couldn't find any other tracks, because I lost them all. And I did do a disc of that, but even that disc's, although I had quite a few copies of that, and I've at the moment still got a copy of it, I put the main copies in the garage where it got broken into. So I've only got several few ones left. So do you see what I mean? My life's getting worse, and this is, you know, I mean, and over 10 years older, than moaning about the age of when I would, you know, when moaning because I might not get sex at that age because of my age, going back 14 years ago. And now my life's just being taken apart. And not only when I had the break in there, but they stepped up all the setups, nailing me as a sick bastard to rip me to pieces, put a knife in me, trying to time cars to smash into the car I was in, or when I was in my dad's car, trying to hit us off. Or when I was going on the bus, trying to hit me off on the bus, trying to cause enemies, trying to cause sneezing in my face, cause the maximum trouble they can fucking possibly cause. But why do it when they know it's going to cause trouble at a time, like when you've had your stuff go missing and stuff like that? Why suddenly step it up? Why to try and rip you to pieces? And why do the animal sounds suddenly occur even nastier? Like going, ha, you've had a break-in and all the rest of it, and coming up with everything else that I mentioned, like about 500 to 1,000 fucking voice sounds a day. You know, makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes you wonder who fucking God is. And this is why I've turned against the creator God. At 43, coming up 44, you don't fucking do all this and then fucking stop people getting sex and 10 nail them as a sick cunt and take the piss out of people getting sexually abused as a child when it's too late to have anything. Up until 20 years ago, prostitutes might have been able to help you. And it's been the same throughout all of history. But we're in a different time. That's where God's fucked up. God shouldn't have fucking created me, I told you that earlier. Anyway, I'll keep it there, because just wanted to mention all the fucking costs and all the losses and why I'm getting nastier as I get older. And do you know what I get told as all this happens and I get older and it's too late to do anything? Shove your fucking medication down your fucking throat. We'll get the home treatment team to fucking inject you or fucking slam it down your throat. Shut your fucking face. We don't give a fuck about you. Drop fucking dead. That's the attitude. And this is why I'm getting nasty about it when problems occur. Right, head case should be shot, said. Farmer gunshots. Bird saying you're being shot dead, you're a child molester. Yeah, but you're a child molester if you had sex, Christ. But if you haven't had sex, you're not a child molester. Someone pissing about says you're going to have to go with a specific name. I don't think they're referring to any names that they know of people that I know. I think they're referring to people's names that they know, but it's come out as a specific name of someone I know. I can't go with that person because, one, that person was born to be negative attraction, and also that person is not quite legal age, and even if that person was legal age, she's not going to be a very pretty type person, and it'd be too late anyway because people moan about the age gap. Like I said earlier, whatever happens, my life's fucked, and this is why I'm getting retaliation. I'm not going to forgive. God, I tell you what, Jesus just cut his fucking throat with me. Jesus will really cut his throat. There's no way I can forgive him. There'd be no forgiveness. I mean, there's no need to actually literally take your fucking life apart and just take the piss out of you in a sly, disguisable way so it goes unnoticed while you're dubbed as a schizo or fucking psycho or something like that to cover it up, yeah. Incidentally, when you're going out anyway, you can't enjoy a walk anymore. Not even if there's no setups. Because simply, there's blue skies and sunshine every day. or if it's not blue skies and sunshine, they've deliberately they caused the sky pattern to be sunny where I am. There's over 50 incidents of where they caused torrential rainstorms or rainstorms since roughly about the 2nd of April 2024, maybe a bit before. I can't remember when I calculated the time from the 50 rainstorms, but I've noticed that nearly every time it rains, they've patterned that sky out in a certain way to cause the sun to still be shining during the rainstorm that's occurring. Obviously, you sometimes get a nice rainbow, but I've noticed that they're doing that a lot. In actual fact, apart from 2 rainstorms, which were last Saturday, after I was smashed in the face with a knife going into my chin, which was exactly 1 week ago, then basically it's been sunny with about 8 seconds of cloud cover, which happened yesterday. Take that 8 seconds away, 7 days exactly, and just a bit over, because obviously it's sunny now, has been persistent sunshine with blue skies and no cloud cover whatsoever. However, there have been days where there has been cloud, hundreds of clouds, very thin layers of clouds, but they're very clever how every single cloud in the sky manages to miss every cloud where I am. That's every cloud. I went to Bruton, or I was going on a bus in 2023, roughly this time, or a bit later in the year of 2023. There's literally hundreds of clouds in the sky. While I was on that bus, out of all those hundreds of clouds in the sky, which are sometimes close together, there was not one cloud that covered that sunshine. They got it mathematically mapped out, that sky pattern, to where I am. I don't know how they're doing it, but they got each cloud to the split, you know, to do what they want to do with it. Right, so I made it in the church today. Last week I couldn't get in there because they had a wedding between 2 teenage couples, I might add. And it was also last week where I had 2 incidents. I hurt myself on both incidents, but I used the excuse that the signpost, for people that I've spoken to on the phone, I didn't really want to mention the attack. It was just one punch that went straight in my jaw, which nearly smashed me into the one side. Nearly took my whole skull, nearly went into one side, and you felt the teeth, like the whole lot of teeth. It wouldn't just like been a few teeth. It felt like one layer, one side of all your teeth would have fucking collapsed into one side. That the punch was that hard. I don't know if it was a knife that hit me into my jaw, but it actually felt like it hit right into the nerves, and the bottom layer of teeth all went numb for about 2 hours nearly. In actual fact, it feels numb now actually. I don't know if it's actually done anything to the actual nerves. I don't think it has. I think I'll just check that a second. No, I still got nerves there. It might have done some damage to some of the nerves where you can't feel certain areas. I don't know, but teeth are dead anyway, so maybe that's why. But it did do that. But the knife, if it was a knife, I don't know if it's a ring on a finger or a knife, but the cut looked like it was a knife. It looked like it opened, like someone tried putting a knife in me. It's hard to say. I don't know. It just could be a massive wide cut that was done with a ring. It could be anything. Whatever it was a fucking hard punch. That one punch made me too scared to argue with this bloke. I just had to put up with him mistaking me as Savannah and nailing me as a child rapist. And then when he passed, that was the end of that. But I did actually hit myself on the signpost as well when I had to climb onto that to avoid an overhanging trailer from smashing my legs off from behind, basically. So, well, not from behind, from my direction, because a car coming both ways are colliding at the same time. And also, it's a signpost I wanted to take a picture of today, but I couldn't because they put the sun's out, sorry, and they've also put the church sign on there, which is a new sign that wasn't on there before. Meaning it looks modern, and I can't reach to take it off or to put it back up. So I've had to leave it. And then obviously we had the incident with the people the person on that bike coming in my direction again after passing him in the other direction, and went into a near enough vicious fight. And I thought to myself, well, I have to be smashed out then, won't I? That's a coincidence, 1 week's stay after being smashed out initially, and it was just around the corner past the signpost where I was smashed out last week, believe it or not, where I had the knife mark in my chin and where I nearly had all my fucking teeth and jaw smashed out. So it gets better and better, doesn't it? So, you know, that's that. Right, I'm trying to relax because I've done a bit of a walk, and all I'm getting is Bertie tweeting, "Knife, dead, just." Right, 7 loud bikes to erections. Right, so tying to sexual impulses, like, you know, where the enjoyment of a sex occurs in your penis, where it's shooting right up and needs a fuck and whatever, they need to time an 8 times loud bike. And deliberately do it every fucking time. This is every fucking bike on the road nearly. So today in particular is known as a bike fucking setup day. So remember this, won't you, for this fucking 22nd of the 6th, 2024. 2015, 2016 or 2017, one of those, I'm not sure which one it is, 16 or 17, but definitely 2015, every fucking bike on the road of that year, and 16 or 17, and one of those years, every loud bike on the road, my fucking penis is fixed to a fucking loud bike like a fucking pulley, and I get fucked off with it. Bird tweets, "No one left apart from Olivia." There's not even Olivia. There's nothing, Christ, so get the fucking facts right, you fucking buckled bastard. Tingling bell end, so they need to time a loud bike. It might be worth mentioning that yesterday I was messaged by a Christian, because it's a Christian who I've been putting posts on, sort of pretending to like Christ when I don't give a shit, basically, just for the entertainment purpose of things, because it's interesting just to see what people say or whatever. Only to send a message to say that they're fundraising and want to try and get some cash. Basically, in the past he's saying that his friend's lost his car in an accident or something like that, and they want to get some money for their Christian friend to help pay for a new car, asking members of the public, mostly Christians or people that are checking out the Jesus Christ sort of page that he's made, because he's a Christian himself, or fake Christian, and one of the two. And now it's the case that he needs a garden shed and all the rest of it, so he's asking people to donate for that. So, you know, to me it appears that Christian people are just users of people, you know, just to get money out of people and that. So, you know, they're just a piece of shit. Christian people are just a piece of shit, you know. It's all to do with religion and scamming people, trying to rob money off of people and all that sort of stuff. And obviously this person doesn't need to work for a living because he makes videos of Christian stuff, and he's a well-known person. So obviously there's a person in America, so it doesn't bother me one way or another if he's a Christian or if he's not a Christian. But he thinks that God saved his life, and there's a testimony because he used to be a drug dealer with a gun and all the rest of it, you know, and that sort of stuff. So you know, that's his way of life. But he's changed his ways, and he's managed to get out of prison, and he's decided to become a Christian and believes in Christ. I don't think he's had a vision or rapture dream or anything like that, but whatever it is he's had, I don't know, to be fair, but these sorts of people are not friends of mine because I'm not Christian. In actual fact, I'm not really supposed to know Christians full stop. I'm not really a religious person. I'm not supposed to know anyone that goes to church, because none of my family are religious, you know. But the reason I gone to church is because I was interested in these out-of-body experiences that I was locating on the internet when I was staying at my nan's before I went back to my place, and then eventually camping before moving to Yeovil. And I was invited into the church on one occasion, and I was studying the Bible just before that. So I got into this religious stuff and went for about 3.5 to 4 years or whatever. I don't know how many years it is, but it's a little while now. But usually not taking much note of it, because as soon as I went into this, 2022 was the worst threat year of my life. So, you know, it's not good, is it? But I'm not really supposed to know Christians at all. If I go to the church or whatever, I always think of that. these people are not really supposed to know me. I'm not really a religious person, but because I'm bored fucking shitless and there's nothing to do and I can't find a sex partner, I've been dragged into this this evil belief system just to pretend to pray or sing, just to, you know, it's you've got to play your part for being polite, and there's no other way you can find friends or socialise, and you're in jeopardy with Christ and religion and all the rest of it, because there's no fucker out there. And you go to a coffee mornings, you're fucking tied up with Christians. You can't fucking find anyone. It's as simple as that. It's all fucked up. My average Sunday would be, if I didn't ever go to the church or know anyone at the church, because obviously I'm not religious, you see, I don't give a shit. I mean, the Jehovah's Witnesses, I went to the Jehovah's Witnesses when I was a child or a teenager, 15, 14. So if I knew about them, there's a possibility I may have known about them at an earlier time, but because I'm not really religious, it wouldn't have made any difference anyway. So you're not going to find a partner because nobody's going to help you, because in these religious places, nobody gives two fucking pieces of shit. And everybody's in a sexual relationship and married, and this church just describes it all, because last Saturday, not long after I got attacked, I passed 2 teenagers in a wedding, and then obviously they're going to be single mothers, they're going to fuck each other, they're going to enjoy the sex of each other. Christ, people all fucking used pieces of shit like everyone else. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to find anyone, but there's no one to say. I might have to work on the satanic basis, but even on the satanic basis, I can't guarantee there's anybody there. But I can tell you now, these Christians are small-minded bastards. They just tell you to fuck you, pray to Jesus, oh he'll help you, we don't give a shit out of you. They use that fucking excuses. It's just so fucking depressing and downing. You know, it makes you feel like a fucking, makes you feel like fucking shit. Just makes you feel like you just can't be bothered to do anything. Like you just want to flop on the floor and fucking fall asleep without any going you at all, you know. You just feel like that. Every time you go to the fucking churches, you actually feel like that. I felt like that nearly every time I've gone to the fucking church. Or you feel like you're a piece of shit, like I can't be bothered to stay here. Your body's, you're sickening inside. You're feeling, you're not getting butterflies as such. You're just feeling sucked under, feeling like a fucking piece of shit. So you're praying and doing all that, and you just same state you'd go in there. You leave in the same state. It's absolutely pointless. Same with Jehovah's Witness halls. Like I said, I don't like going to these places. I don't like making a fool of myself at these places. But you can't find anyone. That's the problem. And people are moaning about the age. There's just too many fucking problems. But anyway, I'm not going to go into all that, because all this has been mentioned many, many fucking times before. So I'm just going to leave it there. Right, so they got to set up the catalytic converter, set up walking out of the church and choking me. First thing I was going to mention, there's changes where you feel changes take a change in life. Most of my life has felt much the same. So I'd say 2012 area is just the first change when I got up early. There we are, boner and motorbike down in the street. I can't get what I want to say. They won't stop it. Right, if I can get past this bike hitting day, what I was going to say is, where you feel like a change, or there's changes that feel like a difference that feel, or you can sense a difference in your life where things change, is definitely 2012. It was around about the time that I got up about 5 AM in the morning to go on the bus to Taunton to walk the canal, which was for quite a nice pleasant walk, and there's hardly anybody out. I've only done it once, mine, getting up that time, and because I wanted to go to Tiverton Museum. That is the reason. And someone mentioned that specific place, which I've never been to before, and I wanted to try it, see what it's like. Discovered the museum and went there, and I've not actually been there many times, but you know, that was that. The next change in my life, or where I felt that things are changing, fuck's sake, would have been 2017, 2016 area, which is only a couple of years after I moved to Burnham-on-Sea, that sudden change. As soon as the Severn threat came in, round about that time, was the other change in my life. And then it's sort of, that change just progressed into sort of a negative gunshot. After that, I'd say the next change would have been not straight away when I moved to Yeovil. It still had to carry on with the atmospheric, what you could sense, it was being the same. It was until April-ish of 2022 that the next change took place. Jayworth van, sexual car timed out a road. 2 grey cars, granny only. Granny on a Zimmer frame, my way. And then a granny midget, about 70 years of age, maybe a bit younger, not much. And about 3 foot tall. Nice 6 bikes to erections, and motorbike, road up, people's on motorbike, gone sexual car, yellow car, uniform bar building, 3 more white, grey car, 6 white, black and blue motorbike, Abri van, blue light on, grey, white, blue, red, white, red, beastie nice looking car, red, white, blue, white. Right, penis up bike time to 4. 200 black and blue samurai cars, scooters timed, black and blue white, 4 throttle car, black and blue red white, photo taken up the yellow residential car, black, white, blue, separate white car, buggies, black, blue, white, red, grey, black, red, bonus bike, scooters timed, lots of black and blue white, boner and bike timed. Right, the government are giving it a fucking go. So boner and bike timed. Lots of black and blue timed, white sexual car timed, sex light on angled at me, war man van timed, orange, white looking colour car to resemble a medical syringe, timed, white sexual car light on timed, red car, lethal injection get away, said and tempered by a couple of people, penis up motorbike timed, angled at me with a sexual yellowy orange sex car timed in my direction, grey car, and that was fucking shit in front, and penis up motorbike there with them in the mints, the black and blue cars and grey, white, sick, white and red, bloody red, black and fucking blue, black and grey. M for you written on the motorbike time to erection. Right, so I'm back home and the staff don't seem very happy with me for some reason. There's been loads of loud bikes to erections, and I wouldn't say it's been bad, or moderate, just a bit under that, but there are other things occurring as well, from anything from animal voice sounds banging in sequence to threats, and threats itself, but like I said, it's not bad, but it's variable, changeable. I'm not sure which way it's going to go. I'm going to end the recording now. Right, I've been getting a few remarks, threats. Basically, one of them was Lisa Justin, and saying that why, I can't remember what it was, but it sounded like similar to You're Supposed to Be with Lisa, but in a different context. More towards the suggestion of why didn't you go with Lisa, why didn't you? Well, I'm going to describe that now, just to add it on the end of this video if I can before the battery goes flat. Lisa's not my type of person, both for attraction and in general. Loud bike issue. Just not my sort of person, not just someone I do not fancy. And she has different interests to what I'm into as well, so if, just supposing we did go in a relationship, she's into rock music, country and western. I'm not quite sure if she's still into pop music. She was when she was at school. She liked caring for elderly people, which is not really my sort of interest. I mean, I am a caring person, but not in that way, if you know what I mean. She's into soaps, celebrity. Again, I'm not really into that, so Lisa Pike is slightly different to me there. What else? I think she likes animals, but it's one of those things where a lot of people like the same interest when it comes to animals, but I'm not really sort of British wildlife's my sort of animals, but I do like other animals as well, selected types of animals, but mostly like cats and dogs, really, that sort of animal, British animals. But I do like other animals like tigers or whatever, but if we just call it, be simple about it and say that. She's into socialising very heavily, and obviously she's not my type. She's actually got a boyfriend. She was living in Taunton, but before she moved to Taunton, she was living in Somerton, which is actually quite a nice place, I'd say. I have had trouble with it, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's here and there these days, but yeah, and after she moved to Taunton, she's now living in Bridgewater. Bridgewater's not a place I really like, but people are demanding that I move there. But I was there going back up until 2014, 13 area, I can't remember the year, living outside the Palace nightclub with all the threats at Southbourne House. Yeah, at the time, that loud bike, aren't they? They've got to get that bike in. So anyway, there is someone that's very similar to her that's actually sexual looking. I won't give her a surname because she doesn't remember me, but she is still sexy today. You know, she's the same age as Lisa, except she's a different skin type. She has that soft, smooth skin, and where Lisa has more of a type that not everybody's attracted to, but some people, depending on the person. But certainly not for me. Not to be rude or insulting, she's just not my type. So there is Emma, and she's almost identical interests to Lisa. So if someone's saying you can't go with Lisa and saying that you're digging because she's not asexual, well, you could say the same with Emma, because Emma's asexual, but she's different in interests to what I'm into. Just to clarify, if any war goes on, saying I'm doing it deliberately to say that, oh, I don't fancy this Lisa. Well, that's not the case, because Emma's literally got identical interests, identical. I think the only difference with her is she takes drugs where Lisa doesn't, to my knowledge anyway. I don't know if she does. Yeah, it's not my type. In actual fact, just to clarify this, there are actually sexual people that are into the same as Lisa, so a lot of people are into the same subjects. So there's not actually, you know, so when it comes to sexual people, they are actually into reversed interests that I'm into. There's not many people into my sorts of interests. If I was to sort of guess the sort of people that like my sort of things, I'd probably say maybe the black-haired, smooth-skinned sort of gothic lady type, maybe. Don't have like where the battery went flat, how convenient. So yeah, going back to this issue that I was mentioning, Lisa, the black-haired gothic type, smooth-skinned type. You may get a couple of those that are into my interests, that wear the black clothing, you know, have like black hair, smooth, soft skin sort of face, you know, sometimes put bloody sort of makeup on, make themselves look good. Now and again you get that type, may dye their hair red, you know. I have known people to have sort of, it might not be the sexiest type, but for my interests, those types seem to sort of close to my interests on a lot of things. When it comes to the countryside, again, obviously I don't fancy an old granny, but there's quite a lot of old people that are into that. Lisa's not into that. Lisa prefers the more sort of like stuff like the places like the theme parks, the gambling machines, hotel balconies, swimming pools. She's got a different mindset to me, this Lisa Pike, when it comes to this sort of thing as well. So that's another thing I need to mention. With Emma, I don't have a clue, but either way, I just wanted to confirm that I'm not saying it because she's not asexual, or she is asexual. I just want to say that they're both got similar interests. So if you're digging at me digging at me for only wanting to fancy a sexual and not a person that looks like Lisa Pike, and then just putting two and two together to confirm that sexual people do have the same interests as the negative type, and they both don't match my description when it comes to interests. So that's why I'm doing that, because people are starting rows over it. I mean, I was speaking to Emma, just 2022, and these two bearded people started on me, threatening to smash me in, thinking and telling me I should be with Lisa, not realising that Lisa's exactly the same age as Emma, which is 1 year older than me. But you know, that's just the way it is. Anyway, is there any other people that like my sort of interests? It's very difficult to say. Maybe the dark brown hair type people, the witches type, you know, the witch type. Maybe sort of the smooth skin, younger age type, maybe fit into the sort of... Again, it's hard to say. When it comes to my sort of interest, it's very, very difficult to know, really. But I think the nearest possibility would be the type that I just mentioned, like the black hair, smooth skin, wearing black t-shirts and gothic clothing, and maybe putting makeup on that makes, you know, red evil eye makeup, that type of thing, maybe. It's very difficult when it comes to my interest, because everybody is sort of more social, and very, as I described Lisa, basically. Lisa's got your normal interest, so she can pick up a fella, anybody. Anyone goes clubbing, because they're all the same type, because they all got the same interests. There may be a few that take drugs, or there may be ones that like the Xbox or the games console or whatever, but take those two things away, she's pretty much would have fit in for interests, maybe not for looks, but for interests. She's got it all for that, but like I said, she's got someone now. So when people start on me saying you're supposed to be with her, she's not my type. And she does actually look a lot older than my father, so she looks very similar to my father today, but she looks like she's about 20 years on top of my father. Not to insult her or anything like that, it's just the way she was born. She was born to have that sort of less attractive sort of look, so she'd have a sort of more, I don't want to have to be rude or insult people, but more of a sort of sour sort of appearance, maybe, if that's maybe a bit dry, sarcastic. It's hard to say. I don't want to insult her, so I'm just going to leave it there, but certainly not the type I'd go for. Actually, there's a person on YouTube called Revelation11, then the 2 dots, 11, and Lisa looks very similar to that, but slightly older looking than that lady, even though that lady is in her 50s. Lisa's sort of a very sort of, like I said, I don't want to insult her, but basically that would be the nearest person I can put her to how she looks today. Otherwise you could be going back to that Facebook picture of where they insult her with the gizmo eyes business when enemies make the threats or whatever. So I'll leave it there anyway.